Alrighty, guys, welcome back once again, live at the Leather Pocket, Calgary, Alberta, for the 4th annual Hope for a Cure Fundraiser 3-man tournament. My name is Grant, joined by the one and only Mr. Georgios Zygopoulos. What's going on, Ziggy?
Good. Over the years, you're getting good at saying my name.
Not bad, right?
Yeah,
I think I nailed it.
You're passable.
All right?
You're like an honorary Greek.
I faked it really good.
Yeah.
Welcome to it, Georgios.
Let's down to the end here. All the matches of we've had 3 hill matches.
Yeah, in a row.
Yeah. Crazy.
Pretty exciting. And I tell you, look out. Peter was saying he got his groove back, but he missed that one just by a hair. I think that's going to open up the door here for Mr. McClure. High ball is runnable. 8's a little bit tricky. Should be okay. I might actually go and take out the 9 and 14 right off this 15 ball. Leave the 12, 10. $14, 9, 10, 12, 8. Doesn't want to touch it. No. Out of shape, out of shape. Does he bank the 10? He does. And can he hold for the 12? Off the 5.
With donation matching.
Wow. That's pretty sporty.
Small but mighty.
Small but mighty.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
That is
where it started a couple days ago to now. It's pretty awesome.
So do we know what the 50-50's at?
Yeah, so it was there was a winner. Susan Hunter won it.
Okay.
It was she won half of the pot. It was $11.70 is what she won.
Very nice.
And actually, I found out her husband actually has Huntington's disease.
No better winner.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah. So it went to somebody that supports the community, is within the community, has been impacted by the community. So it's pretty.
No better winner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no better
I
winner.
agree.
Yeah.
Thanks to your efforts, sir. None of this would be possible. None of this would be happening without you.
I moved here in 2003 to Calgary, and it's definitely home. My life, with my family restaurant businesses, we moved around 14 cities by the time I was 17. And lived in Greece for a bit, but
so wait, you're saying a Greek family with restaurants?
That's a concept, right?
Right, novel concept.
I'm the only one that went against the grain and got out of it.
Yeah, right.
Literally.
Have you been outcast yet?
No, I haven't been outcast yet, but yeah. So it's 2003. Calgary's been home, and just the community. But not only for events like this. I mean, you see throughout the year, anybody in the community's going through something. Everybody rallies around causes.
1,000%. But I think that's fairly unique to Calgary.
It is.
Right? Where we have a really robust, powerful pool community. We're competitive. We like to compete against each other. We're not going to let you win because I know you or because I consider you a friend. Yeah. You're still going to have to bring your game.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
But if you're going through it, that's where we rally.
Yeah.
Right? And I love it.
Yeah, it's funny because I've talked to other chapters that have said, oh, we want to try doing this across Canada, and it's just they've tried to reach out to halls and stuff, but it's just that sense of community is just not the same.
No.
Right?
No, I think it's really unique unto. I'll say it's more than Calgary. I think Edmonton has a little bit of that. maybe even into
Alberta.
yeah,
In general,
Alberta.
Alberta's pretty tight knit.
Even more north than that, right?
Yeah.
Cold Lake's
Cold
got a
Lake.
really great
Yeah.
pool community
Yeah.
where they rally behind each other. And you're right. I think it's an all Alberta type of thing, and maybe that's just Albertans in general. That's just
yeah.
our attitudes,
Yeah.
right? It translates in pool, and we see it more there because that's our home. But
Yeah. No, I definitely feel blessed to be here and get the support that we get. So, but then likewise, we're always quick. I think everybody's quick to jump in and rally around all support.
Yeah.
Other causes too. So.
yep, I would agree. I would definitely agree. Well, and I think between you and I being somewhat brainiacs on thinking about stuff, I have a desire to get a little bit more involved. I don't know how. I don't know in what way yet. But you and I will converse a little.
Peter gets out there nice and tidy. His game's come along quite a bit.
Yeah, it totally has. Vino Express drawing first blood. Good on him. Now, is that the first game over there, or is that second game?
Second game, yeah.
Who won over there? That's a darn good question,
That's a
isn't
good
it?
question.
Well, Ben's got the trick. Little rewind action.
Looks like it's Vino.
It does look that way. Vino with a break and run so
yeah.
quick we didn't
Eight
even
ball.
see it.
Yeah.
So that number that you showed me,
Yep.
that calculation, which was
11,000.
Yeah, 11,000 and change. So that's the total amount
With the
raised.
with the donation matching.
Right.
Yeah.
So what all went into raising that? Where did it all come from?
So multiple places. So one of them was the entry fees that people paid in. The other one was the raffle. And then people just going to my donation site that I had set up for the walk last
Right.
week, and they continued donating there. So I kind of seen what people donated for the walk, and then what also donated just in general, and I added it all together. So
Wow.
Yeah.
And then who matches all the donation matching?
it's actually an anonymous donor. We don't know who it is. But every May,
Gotcha.
from April 15th to June 31st, anything that's donated to charity for Huntington Society, they matched nationally. This
Wow.
anonymous donor, so we don't know. Yeah.
Well, whoever it is, I know you're more than likely not listening to this broadcast,
Yeah.
but amazing.
Amazing, yeah, exactly. We feel pretty fortunate. I think between this event and the walk last week, in total, that's we did 50,000 for the walk and then 11,000 for this, so 61, and that gets matched. You're at 120, right?
Wow.
So pretty awesome.
That is amazing. I don't know who this anonymous donor is, but we thank you for that.
Yeah. And it's things like that. I think the biggest thing that people don't realize that I like about this charity is they're up front with the funds.
Yeah.
So, over the last few years, it's been able to get us a resource for nurses, and it's helped with, pharmaceuticals and it's like you get to actually see the fruits of the labor,
Yes.
the funds actually being put towards something
Actually
that helps
going
the family.
somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Which is pretty awesome. So definitely proud.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Last year we went to Niagara Falls for they had the annual gala conference there, and Alberta actually won 3 awards. Top fundraiser, most involved in community, and then there was one other one. I can't remember the title of it, but 3 out of the 12 awards that they have, which is pretty awesome. Like I said, it's a small and mighty chapter, but it everybody It's just like our community. It's just it seems like Alberta just rallies.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I love. Don't get me wrong. I love all of Canada. This is like home. I lived in BC. I've lived in Saskatchewan.
Well, and I'm very similar to that, right? I've lived in BC. I've lived in Ontario. I was in Toronto for a little bit, and there is nowhere like Alberta.
Yeah.
For whatever reason that is, there's just nowhere quite like Alberta.
What I will say is next year with the event that we're planning, because it's the 5th annual and we want to go
Correct.
big.
Yeah.
You know, I will put an open invite out there to our fellow provinces. You know, we've had people from Edmonton and Lethbridge and Medicine Hat come out.
You know what? So we got to find a way to really blow it up.
Yeah.
This is.
Yeah.
I'll come up with it.
Think about it.
I'm going to.
Let's get. I know there's a great pool in Kelowna. There's great pool in Kamloops. Great pool in Vancouver, Victoria.
Even Toronto's got a strong
Regina,
pool
Saskatoon, lots, right?
Yeah. So I wonder. Okay, so Huntington's wanted to do something across Canada with pool, right?
They did.
Why can't we pull and do qualifiers there to come play in the main event here?
Yeah, that could be something.
That could be something.
That could be
that
something.
could go over fairly well.
I like where your head's at.
Right?
I like that.
Right?
Yeah.
I think
That's
that could
a good idea.
Yeah, I think that could work out well,
Yeah.
and then you get some national broadcasting.
Yeah.
And I think that could work well
That's
because it's not hard to find a streamer. We just assign them permission to use the Q Sports Live page.
Yeah.
They can go live.
Good.
They have all of our followers.
It's actually a really good idea.
I think so.
We'll have to table that one.
We'll put that on the whiteboard.
On the whiteboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Right? Why not blow it up? Right? This is my problem. Is I think
Don't
big.
think
I
small.
think too
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
Right? And it's a double-edged sword because sometimes it works, sometimes it's a costly learning lesson.
You know what they say though? A saying goes, "Shoot for the stars and land somewhere on the moon."
That's it.
Right?
That's it.
If you're undershooting,
Yeah, I can't. I don't know
right?
how.
Yeah.
That's not within my genetic
It all
makeup.
starts with an idea, and then what's the worst going to happen? You're
Well, and then
you're further behind than where you are, right?
Well, and I take that idea, I extrapolate it out, and then I actually increase the original idea and then extrapolate that out, and I just keep building, and then I'll say, okay, let's put the game plan together and let's map that out and let's accomplish that instead.
Yeah.
Right? Was that Chris McClure again?
Yeah.
For a 3-0 for Vino? The Vino Express coming to play.
Oh, Chris is
Oh,
on
that
the
was
other
Chris
team,
on the
yeah.
other team?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, Ben.
He's been having a great tournament.
Yeah, he has. He's been playing well.
He's been consistent.
So let us know, Georgios. If you're tuned in, you're listening, even if it's after the broadcast, if you want to get involved, if you want to make a donation to Huntington's, obviously you need to be involved in that.
Yeah.
How can we make that happen? How does somebody get involved? How do they make a donation?
Yeah, so
how do they get in touch with you?
Yeah, if they want to get in touch with me, I'm happy to put my name's all over the posters, but it's Giorgio Zagopoulos, so you can either go gzagopoulos@shaw.ca. I'll spell it out.
I was just going to say,
nice and slowly.
You might want to just give us a spelling lesson on that.
Zigopoulos.
Ain't no Greek in it at all.
Yeah, at shaw.ca. What we'll do is maybe we'll drop it in the comments too. But
yeah, absolutely.
But really, if you just look at Huntington Society Canada and you look on their page, it has a Southern Alberta chapter. Whether it's Southern Alberta, it all goes into the main Huntington Society out of Ontario. So it all gets gathered there.
Yeah.
But they have things where you can set up one-time donations, monthly donations, yearly donations. It's a flexible, robust system. Here in Calgary, we basically do a few events a year. We do the walk, the tournament, and then there's actually another one that gets done out of Strathmore. It's called Home Runs for HD.
That tells me baseball's involved somehow.
Yeah, exactly. So this lady has been running that out there with the committee for the last few years. So those are kind of our main events that we have. So if anybody wants to, be part of the events or, send a donation or
just
whatnot,
get involved.
Just get involved anyway.
Yeah.
for me, honestly, the most important thing is just tell a friend,
Yeah.
tell a family member that. Just like getting more people to understand. That's the biggest thing, right?
Totally
Obviously,
agree.
the money helps with resources and stuff, but I understand and empathetic to where the world is nowadays. There's all these
Yeah.
factors, and
Of
so we got to
course.
pick and choose where we put our dollars, and everybody's got important causes. So, you know what? At the end of the day, if there's no financial aspect to it, that's fine. It's more about getting the word
Yeah,
out
yeah.
there, right?
Well, and I mean, there's lots of different things for you to get involved with, or in, right? If you can't donate financially, like you're saying, bring the family down.
Yeah.
Come for the walk.
Come for the walk. Yeah, exactly. Get some nice, some sun. Have some. They have an awesome barbecue that they put on. The kids get nice little trophies. Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah.
Al got out there.
Cue
Me and my
crashers.
tutu, yeah. He's a little nifty. If there's definitely 5 or 6 balls on the table and you
Oh,
leave
yeah.
him a back door, he'll get out.
Yep. Yeah, he's been playing really well. He's had a
they're
good tournament
capable.
this tournament too.
Yeah.
He's been pretty consistent. Only 1 or 2 games that he kind of let off the gas a little bit, but overall and by and large, I think he's played really well.
Yeah. Thing that I see about, and I'm getting this as I get older. Like I said earlier, wiser with time. It's big mental game.
Totally.
I was saying.
How young are you now?
40. I just turned 40.
All right.
But
believe me, the wiserhood's coming,
yeah,
man.
Consider of when we started. But I go back and I think of playing 5 days a week or playing 300 games a month. So now it's like I hadn't touched a cue since April, and and then during league season you're playing 5 games every 2 weeks, and but you know what, time is currency, and now with now having kids, I put a lot of that time there.
Of course.
This I always have a love for the game. A long time ago, my brother passed away. It was not Huntington's, but he passed away and he played pool. And so I got into pool because that's how I found my peace, was playing pool, and it was like I found my peace with him on the table. And it actually led me to my wife, who, she played junior, she played pool.
Yeah.
When I moved to Calgary, I met her, and we've been together ever since 2000.
Wow.
Right? So pool's always just has that, it's like an outlet for me,
Well, and I think that's kind of how pool is for a lot of the pool community. I fell in love with pool. I'm ashamed, but not ashamed at the same time, to say I may have skipped a few classes in school to go to the pool hall rather than go to school.
Yeah.
And I fell in love young, right? It was 16 years old for me. Just kind of playing at the pool hall, got involved with league when I was 18, and really up until the last year and a half, I've been pretty heavily involved.
Yeah.
Right. The last year and a half, though, as you said, as you get older, and I perhaps mature later than you do, because I'm 50, and over the last year and a half, I just haven't had the opportunity because I'm busy doing other things.
Yeah.
All right. And, got kids and the whole works, and then business. And
by the way, for any of our young viewers listening, we weren't saying don't go to school.
No, yes, stay.
That wasn't the message.
Yes, no,
that wasn't
no,
the message.
that was that. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Stay in school. There's
Stay
a better
in school.
future there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the love of the game that I think bonds us all together within this crazy, insane sport, right?
Yeah.
And it creates that passion, that love, that drive for it. And I love it. I love the game. Even though I haven't played, right?
There's always that fire
it.
there, yeah.
In fact, I just said tonight, man, I'm really contemplating putting a team together and playing league again.
Yeah.
Right? Because I miss it.
Yeah.
And as much as I've worked, I've traveled a lot over the last year and a half. So making a commitment to a team didn't make sense for me.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of taking the whole travel aspect. I'm going to put that on the back burner, and I don't have to travel as much. I still have a couple of obligations that I have to go to, but nowhere near what I was doing.
Yeah.
So it's back to pool for this guy.
Yeah. I'll be good.
Yeah. So It'll be good. It'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
I was watching Jordan on the match before this. Some of the outs he was just playing has just been crazy.
I'll tell you what, when Jordan gets rolling, he can create some outs that are just next level.
Yeah.
Right now, if he's struggling, as with everybody, when
As
you
with
struggle at pool, man, it's like quicksand.
Well, we talked about mental though, but it's the last night getting out of here at 11 or whatever, and
Yeah.
then this morning it's a long. Like pool players, it's not just shooting. You got the physical
Of
aspect,
course,
mental
and it's
aspect, stamina.
underrated.
Yeah. Yeah, you're on your feet, you're on your back, you're bending over, you're all day, right? So
Yeah. Yeah, the physical aspect of pool is largely underrated because it's not the main focus of the game,
yeah.
right? It's a nice shot. Get
Oh.
out from the 9. Well, there is some distance between that cue ball and the 2 ball. Very doable shot though. Little
Yeah.
awkward bridging out of the pocket, but it's doable,
Definitely.
right? Nice little touch draw on that. Take the 1 to the side pocket, float up for the 3. In an ideal world, right?
Yeah.
With a perfect blueprint, that's how it should go.
Well, he's definitely capable.
Oh, he is for sure.
Is he playing with the road line?
It looks like that. Yeah. He goes forward with it.
What a stroke.
It doesn't get on the right side of the 1, but it'll still work.
Yeah.
Cuts the 1 into that side pocket. Off the top rail all the way back downtown. Downtown or uptown? That's got to be downtown. Uptown's that way.
Yeah. He just wants to come between the.
Oh, go short side.
Wow.
He needs a rub here.
Oh, wow.
How does he hit it?
He was probably thinking, I don't want that 9 to come haunt me again, so
Yeah.
I'll come on this side. Take my chances.
Well, now he's got to go to the other side of the 8. He's got too much angle, I think.
I think he stuns back
Yeah.
down table
Yeah.
towards the 12.
I don't know if you can put that into the side. I don't know if you'd want to try that. I think you want to go to the corner past the 9.
Oh, I think he's playing for the side, yeah.
That's a pretty steep side pocket. Makes it skinny from that far down. You're dang near a diamond down. Oh, yeah, he's going side pocket. A floater. Steep.
That was steep. I don't know at that pace.
Too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At that pace.
That has to be floated in on that skinny of a pocket, right? And especially playing on a diamond table, right? Those horns aren't forgiving. Looks like Peter's doing the work over there. Oh, I had to open my mouth.
Isn't that how
I
that
had
works?
to. I had to say something, right?
Pretty sure it works that way.
Wow.
At least
Did
that's what I tell
did
myself.
I ever
You know,
curse
when
the
I
heck out of
when
him?
I miss, I
Yeah.
say somebody's talking about me.
Right? Yep. Some commentator.
Yeah. It's
Somewhere.
A commentator curse.
Yeah.
Yeah. I missed 6 times in a row because Grant said
That's
my name.
it. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't listen. I have such a strong curse. I can even just think it.
Think it and it happens.
Yeah.
It's tough. Does he go for the bank?
I think there's no choice.
Yeah.
Right? Ben would play this off the horn. Right?
Yeah.
Play the cue ball off the horn. I'm not that brave.
I mean, if he just leaves it there.
Yeah, if
he's
he
got-
drills it and sticks it.
Sticks it, even if he doesn't make it, it's a tough shot on the.
Well, and if he does miss, if he
Good.
misses on the long side, Oh, no, missed on the short side.
Yeah, that's
Right, I was going to say, if he misses on the long side, it goes 2 rails and comes back up.
Yeah.
And maybe you even take over that pocket up there. But he missed on the short side.
Oh.
Nice shot there from Joe.
Oh, and he got up above it. Crazy.
Oh, yeah, this is, Joe should be able to finish this off. 12-9-8. Nothing to it but to do it, as they say. Maybe a touch far, a little bit of right-hand spin here won't hurt him. Wow.
You know, as we sit here, I should probably give a couple shout outs. So definitely want to thank Leather Pocket, Ben, all those that have helped, such as yourself, with the streaming.
I got the easy job, I'll be honest.
The venue here is second to none in
That
Calgary.
is for sure.
You know, always been a supporter of the Leather Pocket. Even when Len was here, he always supported, and that torch has been carried on. So,
Yep.
From that sense, I can't thank Leather Pocket enough for always hosting and putting the hand up to be part of this. Also want to thank, again, all those that have donated and spent time, and all the participants. I'm glad that we're actually able to get it done tonight, so people can spend time on Father's Day tomorrow. That is a plus. Although some fathers said they would have argued of playing pool on Sunday was their Father's Day. I don't know if that would have flown in my household.
Oh, definitely not mine.
Yeah.
No.
But no, Kelsey.
But there's arguments for both sides, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you look at a guy like Dan Clark. He's here tonight, been helping on the commentary, and his kids are gone. Wife's up in Edmonton, right?
Exactly.
He could have played, and now he's got nothing to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. So no, thank you to everybody putting in the time. None of this possible is without everybody donating their time as well. So.
Well, you know what they say, it takes a team to execute and get it done.
Is it many hands make light work?
That's right. Yeah. Right, but I mean, I've said it before, I'll say it again, you can't discount your own efforts, because truly without you doing what you do, there is no volunteers. There's nothing. Right?
Yeah.
You're the man behind it.
All right.
So a lot of praise and a lot of thanks, right? It's about time.
I'll accept it.
Right? You got that whole Greek stubbornness that won't let you accept it, but
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure you do.
This is the time of the night where it separates people that
Yeah.
are getting tired and
Yeah.
maybe
It's
not.
been a longer day, right?
Yeah.
We're,
Not making the shots they would normally, or missing shots they would normally make.
Well, we're coming up on 12 straight hours of non-stop action.
Yeah. I think he got him safe.
Yeah, he kind of
didn't really leave him much.
No, he kind of got a little bit fortunate. He missed good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, but sometimes, listen, that's how you win. That's the way the ball bounces every now and again.
That's a true story.
Lord knows I've done that a time or two.
Yeah. Oh,
Dead in on the 6. Nice shot there from Joe.
very nice shot.
Gonna have to get onto the 7, and then perhaps you rearrange the furniture a little bit, or you play to the 2, right? 2 can get you on the 1 and the 3 and the 8.
That's true. I think I would have rolled up a little bit
Yeah,
further.
just a touch. Yeah. Use natural angle to get to 2.
Yeah, exactly. And it's still not an easy table.
No. that works.
That actually worked
That
out.
works out well. Now it's really just the 13, and I can't tell. Can he play
Can they go
13
off
off
the
7?
Yeah, it seems like there might be enough room. It's
Yeah,
tough.
it looks like it's there from our vantage point, but
It's one of those things, it'll matter how he hits it because you don't want the 7 to bump up against the 8.
yeah,
You gotta hit it
just enough to get the 7 by it.
by it.
Even if it bumps into it, that's fine. Go short side 14, that's good.
That's a great shot.
Yeah.
He can actually get onto the. He might even be able to get onto like hit onto the 7.
Yeah, right now.
Right now.
Right, just don't get too much in and put the cue ball into the side
Big.
off the 7.
Yeah.
Just floats it. That's all right.
A little too far.
A little
I
bit.
think he was trying to get on the. Oh, there's the 11 there. I
Yeah.
couldn't see it from this side.
It's a matter of how do you get to the 13, and then you've got to shape the 8 off the 13.
Yeah. It's definitely
And that's a tight window between the 7-1.
tougher road now.
Yeah, the map is not getting any easier, or the blueprint. Yeah, so it must go in off.
Oh
Wow, he hits it like a champion. Does he hold for shape? Oh, can he see it?
I think he's gonna have to play it off the rail, spin it in.
Oh no, he's dead in. He's getting straight down into it.
That's so hard to see from here.
It totally is. It's deceiving from these angles.
It really is. Oh yeah, he had the whole thing clean.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, missed it.
Good effort though.
Yeah, really good effort.
With that pace of hitting that 13, clearly there was more room than it
Yeah,
looked like.
yeah, totally. It was almost dead natural. He hit it good though. Right? No matter what the blueprint looks like, you still have to execute.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And he hit it good. However, Joe looking to turn the tide on this game. Play a little cleanup. And Vino Express, they've got to be careful here. They've got to battle a longer road ahead of them. They got to win 9, where Q Crashers only having to go to 7. They need 3 more games. Pretty extreme attempted cut on that top table. Did well to even get there. Yeah, nice little bump in here off the rail. Could just draw a touch too and put it into the top left.
He went back to the same one
Yeah.
pocket. He's playing one pocket.
So deceiving, the depth of that that rail. It just blends too much into the tabletop. Wow. That was for...
They definitely will punish you on your mistakes. I mean, if you've gone up once or twice to the table and don't finish, they will punish you.
Yeah.
But it does look
Wasn't
like...
that Q Crushers?
Yeah, it
That's
was.
Joe.
It looks like Vino's getting out on the other table. Just trying to keep it close. Trying to keep it close.
Well, they've got to win a few games even to get it to be close. Q Crashers only need 2 to win.
This is what makes a difference for me. Stuff like that.
Of course.
But,
I'll tell you, there's just something about that Tasha girl.
yep. But this is what I mean. Every year, it's like one extra new person that I get to meet and get to know.
Tasha's good people.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah.
I just recently
So is her
started
hubby
through
Rick?
chatting.
Yeah.
Yeah, just recently started chatting, and I can see already.
Yeah. Leaning on the table and it shakes the camera. All of a sudden there's earthquakes and people wondering what's going on.
There's not much in the way of Jordan here.
He's got to hunt. Yeah, I was going to say he's got to either hunt the 15 or the 3. That 3 sitting stuffed in the pocket there, not helping his cause.
I think if you can get below the 4, it's one of those things you can probably follow through.
Yeah.
But you got to
be on the
left side.
lefts.
Yeah. Or our right, lefts. Yeah, the right side.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he was going down there. He's thinking the same thing, though, right?
Yeah, he sure was. I don't know if that was the shot to get on it, though. And you know what? With 6-7 where it is, I think I'm gonna try it.
Freebie, yeah.
Yeah,
it's a freebie.
Free shot. Oh, he's
He's
banking
going
it.
with bank.
That is tough from that angle.
The timing shot.
It is. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he likes it either which way. So
Mark
if he takes
got
the
the-
12, Mark did get
Yeah,
that one.
He did get that one.
Little bit of a battle back out of Vino there. Stops the bleeding anyway. Needs to come well over to this right side here. Bottom right-hand side off this 12. Needs some angle. Not on the rail. Whoops. Well, now the long bank is there, I guess.
It is.
That's definitely easier than the corner bank he was looking at earlier.
He's got to put a stroke on it to get back to almost where he is.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a small window to stay on that side. He's got to come back right to where he is.
Yeah, I agree. Look at this. Oh, he collided with the 8.
That's it.
But he would have been there.
He was there, yeah.
He would have been there.
But to your point, with that 6-7 there, it's not an easy out.
Well, now the 13
and the 13
blocking
blocks
the 2.
the 2, yeah, exactly.
Oh, that cue ball hopped. He made the 3 and the cue ball hopped a little bit. Took away a lot of the spin that he wanted out of that shot. That's better. That'll get him short side 1. Maybe a little too much angle now.
Yeah, I think he just a tad too much.
Right, but you can still.
If he goes forward here, does he clip the 2 is the question.
No, I think he's heading right towards that 8 ball.
Yeah.
And could potentially even get behind it. So I like putting that in with just a touch of bottom.
do you cut the angle by playing that
A little
the
right.
off?
Yeah.
He's thinking,
Not going to happen.
he was thinking tie up, but
He was trying to have the 1 take over the pocket for the 13, but opportunity here for Jordan. Oh, and stuffs it.
stuffs her.
Still not a give me here.
No, I mean, if there's a spot to miss and that 15 to come back to.
Now, if the 1 passes 15, it does open up an opportunity. Take the 1 ball, draw into the 7-8. That'll give you the position on the 2. Or
He's playing safe.
play dead safe right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, don't mind that.
Took away the kick.
This is tough. He's called the 15. He's going to have to masse the living you-know-what's out of that ball. Not enough.
Where he's putting the balls every time.
He's not making it easy.
No.
Right, but I think Chris had a really good opportunity the last shot instead of playing safe. To just take the 1 ball in and draw in. And that way you get them both off the rail. Both out of the way. Right, because 6 is still trouble.
It's funny, though, when we were talking about the mental game earlier, that, like, I find when I'm rolling and I'm confident,
Yeah.
I'm in attack mode, I would go after that.
Yep.
But when I'm not, I play a little bit more like the percentages.
Yeah.
It's like, I think this is a higher percentage of, hitting this shot without, messing it up too bad.
Yeah. He still does have an out. He needs really good angle on the 7 to break that 6 and hopefully get a shot on it.
Yeah, I definitely don't think that 6 goes past the 15.
No.
Yeah, no, it's too close.
Too deep.
Too deep.
Key shot right here. Not enough. He's got a little bit, but not enough. So maybe you take the bank on the 6 right now. I think it's wired to go. It was wired to go.
Now it's just wired kick.
Now it's a wired combination safety.
Yeah.
Draw that cue ball right out of there. Make the 15. Yep. Oh, and he makes it.
And he makes it.
He did call
it.
He did call it
yeah.
for sure. But that was more about the cue ball than making the 6.
Making it.
Corner bank, control the cue ball, leave it in the same spot. Oh, he cuts it in.
Oh,
look at
this.
I mean, he played safe.
He played safe.
Jordan's going, what the?
This is where, it's sometimes you got to be good to be lucky.
That's
too,
it.
Right?
Good to be lucky, lucky to be good. He's just got that smile on his face.
He's like, I deserve it. I should have got out a long time ago.
Yeah. Can he see it?
He's playing off the rail, I think. Oh, no. What a shot.
Wow.
Oh, slow down.
Don't go too far.
Yeah.
He's all right.
That was nice.
Yeah, that was a nice shot. Yeah, you gotta play the pocket way shot here. Just a little baby touch into the side. Don't power. Don't do it. Yeah. Whew.
That's the shot.
That's brave.
That was good.
That's brave. That was for Vino's team, right? Vino bat. So what's happening on that top table?
There's
Joe Sabelli is at the table. Is he looking at an in-off on the one?
triple. I think.
Oh,
he's
the
going
triple combo.
1-3-2. Yeah. He makes it, and they're sitting pretty good now.
Yeah, that one ended up in a nice spot. Can't see the rest.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
they
he's
all
sitting,
go.
sitting pretty.
Really good. That worked out.
Yeah. And from here, I mean, 6-3, and then whatever you want from there. The world.
Yeah.
Could even leave the 3 if you
I
really
kind of
want
like
to.
leaving the 3 there
Yeah.
as like an out ball.
I like clearing it because I can shape the 8 from anywhere.
Yeah.
Right, but shaping the 8 from the 3 sometimes can get tricky. Right, especially you land dead straight in on that 3 to the corner.
Yeah.
You're like, oh no. He is going to leave it.
Tight quarter combo.
Looks like 1738.
As if he just rolls a little forward to be on that side of the rail. Oh, he rolled it back.
Oh,
into the
look
side.
out.
Oh,
Tell me he didn't horn hook himself. Nope.
Wow. That was close.
That was really
close
close.
to comfort.
That was closer than what it needed to be.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're on the hill.
On the hill.
Oh, no. Is that over? We must have
Oh,
missed the game.
we must have missed a game. Wow.
Tough one.
Q Crashers. It's such a tough spot to fade going to 7.
I'll be back. I'm going to go award the 3rd place.
Indeed. Thank you for sitting in, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, guys. On behalf of myself and Georgios Zigopoulos, we appreciate you tuning in. Don't go far. Finals up next.